All right, this is my reference material for the Roller Coaster Tycoon board game since I cannot have it set up all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way around clockwise, starting from the bottom, and then we'll do the inner parts. And I'm also going to show off the pieces a little bit, but this is mainly for myself. I might stick this on my side channel, I don't know. But I'm thinking for the park entrance, it would be like in front of here. And then we have the fountain inside the park entrance surrounded by path. And then as we go up, we've got the information kiosk, again, surrounded by path. And I've noticed real quick, there's a lot of like trees and scenery. I'm thinking that we incorporate that and try to keep it as close to the board game as possible, taking some liberties here and there, obviously, because like, what was it, the maze? The maze like can't be this compact like that. Also, it can't have this design because they'll never finish it. I don't think. So, you know, we're going to have to take some liberties. But yeah, that's the, you know, we're going to, I want to do it. I want to have fun with it. It's going to be like a neat little side project for me. So, again, entrance, information kiosk. So, next up is the 3D cinema on the left. And then we've got some restrooms. And then we're doing the haunted house. Now, I might keep this a haunted house, or I might make it like a haunted mansion ride. I don't know. I think if I don't make it a haunted house, I think I will include a haunted mansion ride in the invention list. And then we've got the Whoa Belly, which is a launched freefall. So I'm just going to show that real quick. It's not very, I wonder how many units that actually is. Yeah, that'd be a good question. But yeah, launched freefall. And this side actually has it's showing. So I'm thinking maybe we should build it inside of some kind of building. That'd be kind of cool. And then after that, we've got the go-karts. And this one's got a weird perspective. So I think what I'm going to do is make like a figure 8 track with a lot of lifts and turns in it. And have it nestled in between the trees. That might be kind of cool. And then we have a drink stall. Now the thing is, this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. So there's only one type of drink stall. So what I'm going to do is I might put a lemonade on the other side near the popcorn. Because there's a lot of restrooms. No, I'm sorry. There's only 3 restrooms. Yeah, you know what I'll do? I will put a lemonade over here by the cotton candy stall. Or something like that. Not necessarily going to do that. And then after the drink stall, we've got the pizza shop. And then a motion simulator. And then we have like the first real coaster. The one of 2. And as you can see, it's not very clear where the station is, so I'm actually going to pick that up and look at it. Now, in my eyes, this should be like a pretty large figure 8. I think I'm going to have it go through. I think I'm going to have it go through and do 1, and then it goes on the inner, and then comes back, because otherwise it's kind of short. This side is bigger than this one. So I'm thinking this should be where the lift hill is, and then it curves back around and does that, and then does it again. Maybe I'm not going all the way up, but I'll have to see. I also want to make coasters that, you know, ooh, there's actually something in there. I'm going to put trees on the inside of it a little bit. Again, we're going to try and match the board as closely as possible. And I'm going to actually pause this for a second. Sorry, I put all those cardboard pieces in a little baggie so they're all together. Which, yeah, by the way, this thing cost me $2 at Goodwill. And I think it came with all the pieces, which is kind of neat. But, yeah, I want to design the coasters so they're true to the game, but they're also, like, functional coasters and not some piece of shit that's not really worth anything. And here's a good one. The log flume is kind of weird and bad. I might make that a splash boats. Don't know. Not sure. That sure looks like a steep hill right there. But, yeah, that one's going to be one I'm going to go over. Also, the path right here. In fact, let's just go back to here. Tarmac, the kind of grayish brown path that looks like stones kind of. Wooden. So, dirt path. But, not, you know, there. But just to make it wood, basically. And after that, we've got the hammerhead or the swinging ship too. Swinging inverted ship, whatever it's called. Then we've got the graviton. Then the swinging ship. Now, I'm thinking that maybe we don't put the swinging ship there. We put it out on the water like I usually like to. I think that might kind of be like a neat little change, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I might not do that. Now, right next to that is the popcorn stall, which I kind of like the design of this popcorn stall, I'm not going to lie. And then we have another set of restrooms. Now, the thing about the restrooms is they're not actual pieces on the board, but they are spaces, so I'm thinking we'll just like stick one in there. And here we have the second coaster, and this thing is insane, so I'm going to have to actually show this off. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but this one is a lot more simple than that one roller coaster over there. I think this is supposed to be a corkscrew coaster. Steel roller coaster. Okay, I might make that be a corkscrew coaster if I can't do all of these pieces. I'm not sure. But basically, I'm thinking station, lift hill, drop, does a loop, another lift hill, you know, kind of like some banked turns, another lift hill, and then right here is where things get fucking ridiculous. That looks like a bunch of corkscrews and loops that kind of go into each other. I don't know what the fuck that would do to stats, but that looks kind of insane. That might be kind of hard to replicate in game, but we're gonna give it our best shot. And then again, one final hill before it drops into the station. I think I might do it with block breaks too. Because then we can have 1, 2, 3, and then maybe the station. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe the station. Okay. And then next we've got the merry-go-round. And then after that we've got the bumper cars, the hedge mage, which again, gonna have to take some creative liberties with that. I might try and mimic the design as best I can, but I'm gonna add in some slices. You know, so it's easier for them to navigate, because that looks like a hedge maze that they'll take forever to get through. And then we got the twist, or the scrambled eggs as they used to be called. Oh yeah, I want to try and replicate the colors. That's the main thing. So that's why I'm showing off that's why the board game pieces are flipped instead of just saying Ferris wheel. But yeah, I want to mimic the colors. That's the other thing. And again, Ferris wheel's next, and then the spiral slide. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to mimic the, again, bridges right here. So you might have to build some bridges and give them railings. And I want to mimic the water and the lake and stuff like that. And again, this lake, which is done a little bit differently. That stuff might be tiled, might look more like a pool. And again, lake next to the haunted house. I think that's it for bodies of water. But now let's do the inner circle, which is mainly stalls, in all seriousness. But balloon stall, that's going to be hard to replicate, so I might put like 4 in one spot and do red, blue, yellow, green. Then we got fry stall, burger bar, ice cream stall, restrooms, and then river rapids. Now, the river rapids is actually kind of cool looking. However, if you notice right here, that doesn't fucking go anywhere. And also it says merry-go-round 1, which I noticed. But yeah, we might have to take some creative liberties with that. It seems like it kind of goes around, loops around, and then kind of comes up this way and then dips. But the way it looks like it just dumps into the lake, which that's not how those work. But I guess I could make it so it like goes into the lake, it whips back around here at the station, and then maybe the path goes above it. That might be kind of cool. Make it so it looks like it goes into the water. You know, that is kind of how they work in real life. When they go into the water, like a big lake, they're still on a track. But you can mimic that in the games. That might be kind of neat. And then we have to skip all the way over here to the cotton candy stall, which I actually like the design of that cotton candy stall better than the one in the game. And then we have the boat hire, which is swan boats. I'm going to track that. Or I won't, because the idea I have for this, I'll get to in a bit, but we're going to make that swan boats. We're not going to do bumper boats or anything else. I don't even think I'm going to make them available. And then we got the souvenir stall, which we have to give purple umbrellas. In fact, I'm thinking for the information kiosk, we give them orange umbrellas. Now, as you probably noticed, there's no like shirt stall or anything like that. I think I might make some of that stuff available as like inventions. Now, the main idea with Board Game Park that I'm thinking of going with right now is something along the lines of, you have come into possession of a park that was mismanaged by 4 people, you know, too many cooks in the kitchen kind of situation. And basically, I noticed over here there is a 2-year span. But I don't want to do a time scenario. I want to give one that you get a lot of time to fix. However, when you get it, I want it to be kind of a mess. Most of the both coasters need completing. Rides need finished. They need things fixed about them because they have bad stats or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, I might include that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's include it that way. Make it so it actually goes through it, and you have to like fix this ride to make that doable. You know, make it a decent ride. I mean. But, basically you start, you're in a lot of debt, and you have to slowly fix rides to kind of work your way out. And that's going to be rough to balance because I've never done something like that before in Roller Coaster Tycoon. In fact, typically I don't really like scenarios like that, but I want to make something that makes it more interesting and not just like a generic, oh, we cloned the board game, the scenario is super easy. I want it to be something people actually have to be involved with when playing. So I'm thinking of coming up with something a little harder. But yeah, I want there to be problems if you don't pay attention. So like maybe make this shoot all the way off if you don't adjust the speed. Maybe make like fries cost $20 or something like that. Like, you know, something ridiculous, or like, you know, charge everyone like $2 to go to the restroom and have it ticked for like all across the park. Not have everything open, have some things in test mode perpetually. Basically, it's going to be a mess, and you're going to have to go through and micromanage everything. But when you start, I want all of these rides to be here in some kind of a state. And then you have to spend some time repairing them. And you start in debt, so you can't really, like, do a whole lot. You have to do your best to dig yourself out. It's going to take a lot of testing, but I think that's the idea I want to go with.